On December 21st, Cade Cunningham had a standout game against the Phoenix Suns, scoring 28 points, 13 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Just wanted to take a look at this game as it encapsulates, who Cade Cunningham is as a player currently. So let's get into this breakdown. So coming up this handoff from Duran, draws two here. Like this action right here from Cade, kind of getting, doesn't get anything off this initial drive. Maybe draws two, gets a little bit of a closeout. But he sets this screen, but then seals Bradley Beal, gets under him. Now, he's getting a really wide open paint two where he's able to make a decision, ends up drawing the and one. And I think that's kind of what, sometimes separates Cade to compare to some other of these, primary initiator ball handler types. Is that, he has the size to play in the paint like this, set the screen, actually draw Nurkic over and make him make a decision here. Here, maybe the pass was there, but he still finishes over the top with, through contact, which is really good to see. All right, next play here, just pretty standard high pick and roll, except that, we have a little bit of Spain action with Tim Hardaway Jr. setting the back screen, comes off, gets downhill, dunk. That's really nice there because, one of the concerns about Cade in the past is, hey, does this guy really get to the rim? Here's an example. He's not going like 1,000 miles per hour getting to the basket, John Morant, Derrick Rose style here, but he's probing, right? The defense is concerned maybe about this roll, maybe about Tim Hardaway coming out, so Bradley doesn't fully get over. Good screen by Tim Hardaway Jr. By the way, he actually gets good contact on Nurkic on this back screen right here. So Nurkic has to fight over, just doesn't have the length to recover. Good finish. We're looking at both ends of the floor today, not just offense. But so Cade had the primary matchup against Kevin Durant when those two were in the game together. Good contest here. I thought this was a funny moment. He just kind of nods his head a little bit. It's like, yep, he like that. That's a good shot. That was good defense too. Cade's defense, especially for this initiator type, is really really good. Like I thought he had some really good moments against Kevin Durant defensively here. But it's like, what can you do against that? You actually cut him off on the drive, still just rises up over the top, splash. That's Kevin Durant, though. Um, like that physicality on the bump there, draws two. Good relocation from Tim Hardaway Jr. on that play. Right. Good bump, gets some separation. Bradley Beal just kind of turns his head, turns his back to his man. And I know in certain situations this is kind of taught, especially on the weak side, but yeah, I don't know. I think Bradley probably should keep an eye on where Tim Hardaway Jr. is here because this is one pass away help situation. So yeah, probably not necessarily turn your back like that, but good read from Cade and Tim Hardaway Jr. Kind of looks up, makes Bradley Beal thinks Tim Hardaway Jr. slides up, but he slides actually down to that corner window, catch and shoot three, bang. All right, gets his three right here. Doesn't get the make. So yeah, this is not one of the shots. It was a good shot. I like this flare that he kind of takes on this or takes this route on this screen, right? So Royce O'Neal kind of fights under, but still trying to beat into the spot up top here. So he kind of stops behind the screen, gets that three ball. Good shot. Like that read a lot. All right, so now I think this is going to be more of a transition sort of situation right here. Yeah, this play was, yeah, so it doesn't make the three up here. But yeah, Jalen Durant was a crazy behind the back pass. That was kind of funny. Yeah, I mean, obviously 28 points, really standout game from Cade from this outing, but sometimes he isn't as undeniable as a shot maker as maybe like a Luka, right? Like maybe he picks up his step a little bit too early. Like maybe there's a way where he can extend that dribble one more, get actually all the way to the cup, make Nurkic make a decision. So if Nurkic does bite, you hit Durant on the roll or on the cut. But instead he takes off early, kind of settles for this awkward floater. So yeah, just one more dribble there, and that's just the type of step he needs to make in order to become that next level scorer that's going to allow him to access all his passing. Good contest here from Cade. Yeah, he's some really good contests on KD on his jump shot. Obviously, it's KD. It's gonna be you're not gonna block a shot. All you could do is kind of bother him, like how he kind of high points. Like he knows the pull up's coming here, so he just kind of high points it, kind of beats him to the spot. That's all you can do. Forces a miss on a usual KD make. Let's put it like that. And then yeah, pushing transition the other way. Good little transition read. Nothing crazy here. This is one of his 13 assists, but if you look carefully here, so Duran is kind of open on this roll, or not the roll, this cut, lob to the basket. Doesn't throw it right away because it's not the most easy lob in this moment. Maybe he could have thrown it, maybe not, but goes with more the safe decision. Lets Tobias catch a closeout, pull up jumper, easy bucket. All right. Yeah, this was a really nice move right here from Cade. Kind of a broken play here. KD's not really sitting in his stand, so he just catches, rips, goes immediately. Like this kind of carry push, not carry over, but like a kind of like a push through right here. A good little push dribble through to get through that gap. Goes up and under. Like to see him finish that. Just once again another area where he needs to take a step up as like just an overall shot maker. Yeah, an easy lob to Duran right here in sort of a broken play situation. Yeah, good closeout right there on Cade. Actually forces the turnover off this. Let's go back a little bit. Yeah, so KD gets the catch, guesses that he's going to rip right, beats him to the spot. Actually gets his hand on the ball, forces a loose ball situation. So great D from Cade right there. Rip screen, Simone comes off, but they turn that screen into kind of a, pin away action for Cade, who comes off then. Kind of another one of these awkward floater situations, right? I like this play too because by clearing out, I think that's Jaden Ivey right there, Jaden Ivey, right? You're emptying out that corner, so now it's Cade and Duran, two-man game, empty corner, with him catching, getting downhill already. So he already gets a step on Ryan Dunn here. I think he thinks the lob should be open, but he's a little bit high up on the floor. Duran's not all the way to that spot yet. So, he's taking off, one step inside the free throw line. That's a really tough floater. So another opportunity where, maybe take one more dribble, make Mason Plumlee commit, or just, pocket pass to Duran early. Instead, gets kind of caught in between, awkward floater situation, can't convert. Another high pick and roll right here. Good lift from Ron Holland, attacks the closeout. That's just pretty standard Cade Cunningham play right there. Yeah, that was just nice little rhythm jumper on this play right here. Yep, just gets half spin, gets Bradley Beal caught, gets to his spot, rises, pulls up, cashes it. No look lob to Asar in transition. Yeah, so Ryan Dunn came in like towards the end of the second quarter, right around halftime. Thought he did a really good job on Cade. Really does a good job staying attached, high hands, knows he wants to get back to that role with Duran because of how high Mason Plumlee is, gets his hand on the ball, tip up, turnover. Yeah, so good play from Ryan Dunn right there. Yeah, maybe going back to that play really quick, maybe we can see what could have been done differently. Maybe, I cut off the lead up to this play, but maybe starting this pick and roll, a little bit up higher, so you're not as close to the sideline. You have a little bit more room to operate, so you're just not as trapped right here. You have a little bit more space. Maybe that would allow that roll pass to get through. All right, here. So Cade now is the back screener in Spain. Doesn't set the best screen, doesn't get the best angle. Like as a back screener, usually you kind of want to get under Mason Plumlee, or at least just get him so he has to make a decision. But doesn't really do that. Still gets open a decent amount, but not the best pass. So Dunn's able to close out. Now you're playing one-on-one late shot clock against what I think is one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. ends up getting that bailout pass because KD helps one pass away. But, this is just an example of not exactly where Cade thrives in ISO situations against like equally long and athletic wings. Just not really his strong suit. He's never been the best isolation player. Ooh, I like this move a lot. Just flushes on Bradley Beal after. That was a really nice move. Um, let's back it up here a little bit. Yeah, so gets that half spin on Tyus Jones, gets some separation, rises up, dunks. It's a good move right there. Yeah, really. This was probably his like highest level pass of the game. Tyree Halliburton style sort of jump pass, right? So Beal and Katie have their back turned to their man. Both are looking at the roll, so probably some sort of defensive miscommunication right here. One of those guys he's got Katie on Katie to get over there, or maybe Beal. Depends on what their concept is. But kind of a look away. You see Cade's looking up top at Tobias. Able to get that pass. Good time, good velocity. THJ for the corner three. Gets it to another post up here. So Cade's actually been corner synergy. Cade's been pretty efficient on these post ups as a scorer, but not able to convert here. But it's something they're looking to get to a little bit more this season. Comes off this three. That's the type of shot he's just gonna have to hit if he's gonna be this type of on ball creator. So it comes off the screen from Durant. Looks like Royce O'Neal got Charlie horse or something a little bit. So that's kind of why he got separation, but able to knock it down. So good shot right there. Yeah, good drive, good lay down. Let's see if you're able to see how he generated that. Oh, so just like kind of I think this was like a first pass on their possession. Just immediately attacks a closeout. Like to see that stuff. Get your main creator some easy drives instead of having them to create from a standstill up top all game. Yeah, this would have been a nice pass if it didn't get tipped or just mishandled or whatever. But yeah, a little bit loose with the handle right here. So comes up the screen. Nurkic more of like a blitz. Or blitz get back. Like you see him getting back there. But, the ball pressure kind of gets to Cade a little bit. Makes a bit of an errant pass. So it's another area to clean up on. Yeah, tough step back. Yeah, that's just nice stuff right there. Let's go back and see. On his guy KD too, both of them have talked about, or Cade has talked about how he looks up the KD. Double drag scenario, snatch, step back, get separation. Good move. Another Spain, a lot of Spain pick and roll for Detroit. Stops, gets to a spot, hook shot. Yeah, I like that too because doesn't get sped up by Ryan Dunn because there were moments earlier in this game where Dunn was able to get into the ball, put Cade in some tough spots. Another great backscreen from the screener from THJ. This one time is Malik Beasley, but gets a bit of a step, fakes him out over the top. Good finish, good pace. Yeah, this play, not sure what's going on. This was just a bailout play. That was something else. All right, gets into space here. ISO against Bradley Beal. Yeah, not probably the time for that because watching this full game, at this time the Suns were making a bit of a comeback. So yeah, maybe don't throw a super kind of high risk lob pass in that situation. Good move, gets a step. And yeah, I mean, that's just Cade right there. He's a bigger body guard, standing at 6'6". Bradley Beal, he's not no small guard either. He's like 6'4", and pretty well built. So good move, cross, gets a step, bumps. Now you're deep in the paint. And is able to draw the foul here, get to the free throw line. All right, another not Spain. They got out of it. But yeah, mishandles it there, loses it. And I think that was his last significant play of the game, even though it's only a 5-point game. But the Pistons able to hold on for a 133-125 win against the Suns. But yeah, good overall game from K, 28 points, 13 assists. And the Pistons, 12-17 on the year before this game tonight. But yeah, good stuff from Cade Cunningham.